I extend my hand, inviting you to step with me into fantasy. Release your hold on that which you know to be true, and let imagination rule for the next few hours. Falkrunn, you are first.
Huzzah! All right. So as I move forward, how much is this difficult terrain?
Where you are standing right now, yes, you have moved into water, and it is difficult terrain.
Okay. So that's halved. So that means I'm only going to be able to take I get that far into the room.
That's right.
Okay. Brilliant.
Unless you dash.
So,
Yeah, unless you want to use the rest of your movement to move more.
I'll go ahead and from here, I believe I've got line of sight on this. Sorry, I'm saying this and pointing on this cultist right there.
You do? She is well lit from the torches.
And if the gods are good, I'm going to go ahead and hit her with a guiding bolt.
All right, go for it.
See if you can explode her into giblets like that last
Goodness,
guy.
big guns.
See if we can. Well,
24 hits, and you did 10 damage. She begins to glow with an light that has been granted you by Ilmater. What color is the light that she glows with? So, excuse me,
She glows.
He glows with.
Yeah, right. So he glows with a sinister red light.
Sinister red light. He is illuminated and easy for the next person to hit. That is your turn. Next up, we have Typhon.
Excellent. So I believe I can get here with 20 feet, and
Correct.
could I get here with 30?
Yes.
Very good. In that case, I will look about and see the glowing target. An obvious choice. And extend the skeleton.
Chill touch. You have advantage. 2 20s.
I don't know why it rolled advantage on the second attack and not the first.
Strange.
So I was... So, yeah.
So it did. So he needs to roll. No, it's a 2 hit. All right, 2 necrotic damage.
Not great, but not awful. And I will have I believe
35 and 30, so that's 65.
right there.
Right there. All right. Hawk flies through and distracts the large, burly man with the armor. Next up, we have Silas.
Right. He of the no ranged attacks.
I feel you, brother.
30 feet. I'm going to strike I believe it's the man at the top.
All right. Based on the movement I just saw you make, it looks to me like you crossed this square.
Let me see.
Also, I thought the water was difficult terrain.
Oh, is it difficult terrain?
It is difficult terrain.
Drat.
Which brings you to...
So I'll start. So hold on. Yeah.
Right? Brings you to there. As you step there, your feet fall out from under you. There is no floor underneath this wall. and you begin to sink. Roll an athletics check to stay afloat as your chainmail begins to drag you under the water. That is enough. You are able to stand. Not stand. You're able to grab the side of the floor as you begin to sink and hoist yourself up to here. But that is your turn. You are done.
Can you ping where that happened?
I certainly can. One moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. Man.
Mind the gap!
Do you see the rebel?
Yeah.
Right. Next up, we have Persephone.
A dash to here, and that's my turn.
All right. Next, we have Rhimb.
I will dash to there, and that's my turn.
That's your turn. Kazira goes. One moment.
Kazira!
Kazira pulls out a longbow.
Which one is that?
I'm sorry.
The one on the top or the one on the bottom?
The woman, that is Kazira. She pulls out a longbow, and she attempts to shoot. Oh. It pings harmlessly off of your armor, Falkrunn. Next up, we have Yignath, who is this fellow. Yignath steps to here
Old Yignath.
and swings his mace at Silas.
With a name like that, it's no wonder they end up in the Cult of the Dead 3. Blame the pair.
I just realized my armor class is not actually right. Sorry about that. Now it's right.
What is it? Ah, yes. I believe a 21 hits.
I
You
guess.
take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, Silas. He uses his voice of command ability, and he grants Kazira another attack. She shifts her attentions and fires at Silas. Oh, well, that was a mace, but the 23 still hits. Well, let's see. It's not quite as much of a... It still hits, so that would, instead of a 21, that would be a 18. Does that hit?
It does.
You take 9 points. Wait, no, that can't be right. Longbow can't do that much damage. Try this again. 5 points of piercing damage. And now it is the top of the round. Falkrunn.
You skipped me.
How did I skip you? Dorin, I did skip you. You also go at 9. All right, you can go.
I'm just running and wading through to get over
All
here
right.
for my turn. I think that's it.
When you step to there,
Great.
the ground gives way underneath your feet. Move yourself back there, please.
Right here.
Make an athletics check, yes.
All right.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. Your armor begins to pull you under the water. And you all see Dorin suddenly splash into the water, and you cannot be seen.
Great.
Next,
Good
we
response, pup.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. That is Dorin. Next, now we're at the top of the order.
I'm gonna go ahead and immediately like reach for the spot where Dorin is to try to grab at him, like either grab his armor or like clutch at his person. I guess a grapple check would be.
Excellent. No, make a... This would essentially be... I'm not going to cause you to make a perception check because it's very obvious where he is. Make an athletics check. You're able to find him, see if you're able to just hoist him up. I'm afraid that is not enough. You prevent him from sinking further, but you don't have enough purchase to pull him out of the water. Is that your turn? You can still move. You can let him go and move. If
It's okay, I can hold my breath for minutes.
So I grab him to prevent Dorin from sinking any further, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Healing Word onto Silas, who has taken some damage.
Excellent. What are the components of Healing Word?
Ooh, excellent. I believe it's just verbal. Yes, it is just verbal.
Excellent. You mutter a word of prayer to Ilmater, and healing light cascades around Silas. Roll that healing damage.
Wait, what? Yeah.
I think it's evocation magic, so...
Yes. So...
That's a super good healing word.
Excellent heal. That is what you get for being a cleric life domain. 9 points, Silas.
I
Good job,
feel
Baldur.
happy.
Typhon.
Things look all right where I am. So has anyone attacked the one that I originally gave advantage to? Don't think so.
That is, I believe, is him. Yes. Interesting. How
It was
that
this
would work.
one.
Yes. How would that work? So he's moved. So technically, I guess somebody still has advantage. So he must still have feathers in his face somehow. Doesn't make much sense to me, but them's the rules.
He's glowing also, is he not?
I took the glow.
He
I
took
used
the
the
glow
glow,
with his-
and then I gave advantage on the next attack,
Right.
and no one has done that yet.
No one has done it yet.
But I and my owl go at the same turn, so I don't really.
All right. Well, yeah. You
understand.
do the same thing with the owl. It makes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
I just want to check with you because owl abuse is like kind of a thing, so I don't want to do that.
It
so.
is. It is a kind of a thing.
Straight roll or advantage. Just tell me, I'll do it.
I will think more on this later. For now, let's take advantage.
Totally fine.
That's excellent. That's one hell of a chill touch. Was that delivered
That's
by
3
your owl?
necrotic damage. The toggle seems sometimes
toggle
I just
twice,
clicked twice
okay.
because I didn't toggle the advantage. So 17
Got
to
it.
hit for 3
The
necrotic if it does.
17 does hit.
3 necrotic damage then.
Now, do you have to be able to touch him to cast that, or are you casting it with the owl?
Chill touch is a very
Badly named.
strangely named spell, as it is at range and it is not cold damage. So it is a 120 foot cast with necrotic damage. So not a chill touch at all.
At all. Interesting. Okay, got it. Is that your turn? And your owl obviously comes in and grants it, correct?
Same one, yes, for Silas. Hoping to open up an opportunity for him to strike with his very impressive new blade.
Very good. Silas, your turn.
I suppose I should try to hit him.
You have advantage.
Do.
That hits. 6 points of damage. Excellent.
And I'm going to just do a quick sidestep to there,
All right. You
And-
may.
and I'm done.
Right. That is your turn. The Iron Consul, which is the name of this particular enemy, grits his teeth, and you hear snarling after you slash him with your sword. Persephone.
Going to is this an appropriate move? Is that 15?
It would be, yes.
Okay. So
Let me see. I do believe that I misspoke last time when I said that there was no penalty from an ally's space. It does cost an extra point of movement. So with the difficult terrain and moving through the space of Falkrunn, that would be
a small target, though. So
you're
does
still
that
a
help?
medium-sized creature, correct?
Okay.
I mean, I
dwarves
believe
are.
dwarves are still classified as medium because they are stocky.
They are.
I believe you could make it to there, Persephone.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to cast. One second. Apologies. Hideous laughter
Ooh.
on this guy.
All right. What does he have to save against that?
Wisdom. Saving throw for. Where's my
No, it's a
stat?
wisdom.
DC.
13.
He succeeds. He manages to throw off the effects of your spell. Is there any secondary effect?
I'm reading. On a success, the spell ends. So,
Yes.
nope.
He glances over at you, and you can see him grit his teeth, grinning. But then it turns back into a scowl.
So, and in my bonus action, I'm going to turn to Rhimb and give him bardic inspiration. So I turn to him and say, "Once more onto the breach, dear friend, once more." And Rhimb, you are so inspired that for the next 10 minutes, you can add 1d6 to an ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw.
One specific roll.
Yes.
You get to choose what it is, yeah. And Sean, are we playing? I've played games where they let them add it to a bad roll, or that they have to say they're using it before they roll.
I believe you have to say you're using it before. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I believe you can see your roll, but you can't know if it's a success or a failure.
That's
so
what
if
it
you
is,
see
right.
it's like a 14 and you're like, I don't know if that's good enough, you can be like, I'm going to add this, but you can't hear if you.
Got it. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Lovely.
What do you do, Rhimb?
Given that these two center squares here are problematic terrain, I'm going to sort of test the square in front of me to make sure that it's stable, and then I'm going to assist in bringing Dorin back to.
All right. You put your foot there, and there is no floor.
Can I test the one here?
Sure. But to do both, I'm going to say, is going to be action. I'll let you do the first as part of your movement, but to do both will be an action.
Okay. I will.
You will test it. You have terra firma.
Do I have the ability to try to help him?
Roll an athletics check. Depending on how well you do, at disadvantage. Yeah, that is not good enough, even with a disadvantage. So you are unable. You gingerly step and find a place to put your foot, but you're not able to find Dorin in the murky water. Next, we have Dorin. Make a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
Blub, blub.
You are able to hold your breath. You are doing just fine.
Okay.
Now, if you wish to get out of the water, it will take an athletics check.
Yes. Can I?
What armor are you wearing?
I have chainmail, heavy armor. Yeah.
So that would be a disadvantage.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do that. Are these? I have people helping me. Kind of. Is that?
Falkrunn never let go.
Yeah, no, you're not sinking, but you are
Okay.
still underwater,
Okay,
and you
sure.
have yet to receive a successful aid. So,
Oh, right. That's right. Okay.
however, that is enough for you to find the edge of the floor and pull yourself out of the water. Where do you wish to do so? By the way, you can feel in the water that this square is also devoid of floor.
Which square would that be, Sean?
Is it not showing up in the
It is
pinging
not.
it? You're not seeing the ping?
No
sir.
ping.
Yeah.
Still on
I'm
that
guessing it's
GM
this
layer.
one, maybe?
Oh, the GM layer. I'm sorry. That's what. Indeed, that is.
There
it.
you are.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to swim over next to Silas if I can, like
So,
here or
right
here.
there. Well,
if I
there
can
is
get over
a
there.
there is a pillar floating in the water right there. So you're able to move up there, but you have to sort of push that out of the way, and that is your turn.
Okay, so how far can I get? Right on this space, or can I get
Right
to the
on that
next one?
space is fine. Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
All right, that is Doran's turn. Next, we have Kazira. Kazira shoots at. Who does she have lined up? She can see Silas. She shoots at Silas.
No.
It ricochets off your armor, Silas.
Ha ha.
Next is Ygnith. Ygnith attacks you with his mace. It also pings off your armor. He uses voice of command. He says, "Kill that fucking bird!" And Kazira takes aim at the owl.
No.
What is the owl's AC?
I jump in the way.
Standard owl is AC 11.
The owl is pierced with the arrow.
Sorry,
It
I
has,
forgot. That has 1 HP.
yeah, it has 1 HP, and it falls.
It's not really dead though, because it's a familiar.
It disappears into
it disappears.
green mist as the Feywild spirit that inhabits the body of the hawk returns to its plane. So sorry, Hawk.
It soaked up damage. It's okay.
All right, that is the end of their turn. Falkrunn.
All right, so I am going to. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Lovely. It's like, am I talking to myself again? So I'm going to move forward. So, okay, Sean, can I move? I'd like to move up to engage this gentleman, but with the difficult terrain in my movement. Can I do that?
So you have 25 points of movement, right?
Yes.
So it costs you. So that's 5 squares. It costs you 3 to squeeze past Persephone and 2 to move into the next square. Yes, you can.
Fantastic. That is what I do. I'm going to go ahead and attack Bone Thug here with my Warhammer.
The Hammer of War!
Still has light cast on it, by the way.
Indeed. It's casting a beautiful light that illumines the room with every blow, and a 20 definitely hits. Was this one-handed or two-handed?
It would be one-handed unless declared otherwise.
All right. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Next, we have Typhon.
And then I'm going to go ahead and...
Excuse me.
Apologies. I'm going to go ahead and do my... Oh, never mind. Wait. Hang on. I think I'm being an idiot, but I might not be.
Trying to
Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Carry on. You are correct.
All right. Next, we have Typhon.
So now that we know that these spaces are here, are they swimmable for those of us who are not wearing armor? Just to
Yes,
kind of.
they were always swimmable for those of you who are not wearing it.
I guess that doesn't make a difference.
Good to know, though.
Not a ton to do. I will just continue doing what I'm doing and make a chill touch attack against the
Alright.
one surrounded by my ally.
That hits. Good rolling, everybody. 2
Except
points
for
of
the damage part.
Except for the damage, yes. 2 points. Falls to one knee and it's up. Rage radiating off his body like a dark cloud. Silas.
I think Chill Touch has done the most damage so far. Nope, 8. There was an 8. Never mind. Falkrunn did it.
Right.
Silas.
I'm going to step one step
Mhm.
and then turn and face the big beast boy here and slash him. Do I have advantage?
You do not. I am not doing advantage for flanking. I'm doing a +1 to your attack.
Is he flanked?
He is not. It must be a direct flank.
.21 to hit.
21 does hit. Roll that damage. Whoa! A mighty blow from... My goodness.
And does he look hurt yet?
He looks extremely hurt.
And then
Then
I'm going to cap.
Go ahead. You find you're able to slash him right against the part where his neck meets the armor, a weak spot. You slash it and do a massive cut across his throat, and blood begins to pour out of his mouth. He grits his teeth and spits. He's still standing.
That's okay. I'm
He's
going to use
wavering.
what little bit of my movement I have left now that I'm out of the water and step there.
All right. Persephone. Excuse me. When you move there, you do incur opportunity.
Shit.
You move out of his range.
Okay.
He attacks you.
Roll.
I believe a 22 hits.
Has every time so far, Sean. Yes, thank you so much.
Much to
Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from his mace.
Oh, Sean of the +8 to hit.
It's not. Let's see. He rolls. What did he roll?
It's okay. It's okay.
He rolled an 18. Okay. Next we have Persephone.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on this guy.
He's not for me.
stupid.
Wisdom save, you say? The DC 13.
Yes.
This is a big one. Unfortunately, he saves.
Figure out what he was sensitive about. So can I move to right there if I have leather armor on and swim?
You can.
Okay. Yes, that's what I do.
Technically, I should make you make an athletics check for swimming, but it's such a short distance, I'm not going to bother.
She could have also stepped through Falkrunn's area.
Oh, that's true. It would have cost about the same amount of movement either way. You are there. What do you do? Oh, and you cast Vicious Mockery.
Yep.
Anything else?
I can't.
All
No.
right.
Just
Rhimb.
I have line of sight.
You do.
Bad here.
Rhimb the finisher. Come on.
you want to do it, Rhimb.
"26 hits.
Oh,
Hell yes.
11.
The final blow is yours. How do you want to end this creature's life?
I'm actually going to aim for his foot. It will stab his foot. He will fall forward and drown in the water right below.
Wow. Very well. It's difficult to know where his foot is in the water. However, judging from the way he's standing, you've got a pretty good idea. And with a 26, you definitely hit it. And he falls forward. And his massive armor takes him immediately under the water. To be seen no more. Next we have Dorin.
All right. I think I can just move up here. I hope. And as
Nobody's stopping me.
and as I do so, I let's see, where's my? After flailing around in the water and then having to climb over the stupid pillar, I
Doran's having a day.
I cast Wrathful Smite on my sword, and we'll make. Let's see, that's a bonus action, so I can do. Sure, why not? It doesn't do anything, but I'll also cast Green Flame Blade or Booming Blade. Sure, yeah.
What does Booming Blade do?
It's not going to do anything unless he moves.
Okay.
It's the cantrip. Where? Why can I not see it? Anyway, where? Booming Blade. I cast it there. Okay. So I will swing at him. Maybe.
At her.
Her.
That
I have
spell
it backwards.
that you cast, did it take a did it require a saving throw?
Only if I hit.
Okay. Did
So
you hit?
let me. I am.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, you make the melee attack. Yeah, you cast the cantrip, but then you
I
make
have
the
to go
melee.
to actions and do it.
Yes.
Whatever. There we go.
I'm afraid a 7
Oh,
does not...
7! I'll roll the 1!
Nice. Anything else, Dorin?
I've got this sword that's like has all this energy like booming around it and looks crazy, but I can't swing it or shit at the moment. So
It's very soggy.
It's just you're excited. It happens
Yeah.
to everybody.
all right, that's
Right.
it for me.
Kazira, which is this woman's name, drops her bow and pulls out a mace. And she attacks Silas.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
But it pings harmlessly off his armor. Actually, that's so low. He was able to dodge it, no problem.
Ha!
We're back to the top of the order. Falkrunn.
Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and toll the dead
Ooh, good
at,
spell.
at what's her bucket? So,
Kazira!
Zira. Oh, all right. Thank you very much.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. It's not doing it, does it?
You have to press past this one.
Oh, rude.
I believe it is a wisdom saving throw? What is it?
Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, that would make. Okay. Yes, wisdom saving throw. 14 is the DC.
That is a fail.
Hot dog.
12.
And-
Roll that damage.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll roll the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
That is an effective Toll the Dead. There is a boom that echoes throughout the chamber, and the woman's face grows pale and gaunt as some of her life energy is sucked into the nether realm. Next, we have Typhon.
Second verse, same as the first. As the skeletal hand appears near. "20 to hit for 4 points of necrotic damage."
That is a hit, and more of Kazira's life force flows out of her. Silas.
Do I finish her? I'm going to try to intimidate her to stop.
Very well.
Yelling that she's surrounded and will be dead in a moment. Put down your mace.
Your companions are very impressed by your authoritative speaking. She looks at you and spits. She is immune to being frightened.
It's intimidation, not frightened, but fine.
Well, a successful intimidation causes the condition. Jerk. Persephone.
Cast healing word on Silas.
You may.
Healing word.
Silas, you recover 5 hit points.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna move up.
Very good. Rhimb.
Now, Dorin is in the way. Does that mean that I cannot take a shot?
You can. You have no problem taking a shot. He's in a 5-foot space. If you think about how much room that is, there's plenty of room to shoot past him. The rules of 3.5 that give problems for that are a thing of the past.
Excellent. I will add my D6 to the damage then with my.
This is with what? How are you adding d6 to damage?
She gave me a.
Oh.
Yes?
I don't believe you can.
Is that a
I
thing?
don't believe you can add it to damage. You can add it to a d20 roll.
Yeah.
Oh. Well then, I think I hit with the 19, so I'm going to save it then.
You do hit with a 19.
It lasts for 10 minutes, even if we're out of combat. So, I mean, maybe you can use for something
Oh, right on. Okay.
later.
7 points of piercing damage. All well and good. They look like swords, but they are actually, in fact, gauntlets.
And they're huge.
They are huge, massive flying gauntlets. Right. So we have everybody on our initiative.
Yep.
I
You need
believe
to
so.
set descending.
Yes. Just a second. Let me move this where I can see it a little better. Set descending. And there we are. I'm going to change the music back to battle music.
What's here, Sean?
That is the table that he was attached to.
Can we occupy that square or not?
You would have to jump on top of the table, but you can.
Okay, thank you.
First, we have Dorin.
Right. The sword is quickly out again, and the green flame shows up along the blade. So I will attack the one next to me there, closest. North of me, I guess. With that.
Very good.
Is it? Why is it not going? There we go. Oh.
I'm afraid that you are unable to hit the surprising attack from the gauntlets. Do you wish to move?
Nope, I'm good right there.
Rhimb, your turn.
Based on what it looks like, I can take a shot at it, right? The one next to me.
You can, however, since it is right next to you, you have disadvantage.
Okay, so
ranged attack.
moving one space away, I can take a regular shot. Correct?
Yes. But you will incur an attack of opportunity as you leave its threatened space.
You can shoot at the far one, though, right?
Yes. Does he? He does not have line of sight on that, I'm afraid. Corner is blocking it. Nah. It's any one corner of the square that you're in. If it can touch any one corner, you can draw a straight line from it to the other one, and you clearly can. So you have.
Okay.
It does still incur the disadvantage, though, if you're in melee range.
Does it? If you're melee range? Thank you, Peter.
If you're being
Sorry,
threatened
Rhimb.
in melee range, a ranged attack.
You're being threatened in melee range. He's not obeying the social distancing rules. You must.
I will still. Then I will take a step back and incur the
Very
attack
good.
of.
He attacks. $19.
Hits.
He does 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As he just bops you in the face as you back away.
Well, grr.
Ho 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 ho! But you make it count with a critical. The arrow strikes true, going right through the gauntlet. It is still up, but it is not flying quite as well as it was. A couple of fingers fall off. Done?
Yes.
Persephone.
I am. Can I attack this one with a melee attack?
You can.
Hit it with my rapier.
$21 hits, 6 pierces. You are able to pick up right where Rhimb left off. You deftly strike off the other fingers with the point of your blade, and it flutters around a fingerless wretch before falling into the water.
Awesome. Then I'm going to, since it's gone now, can I occupy the square?
Yes, you can.
Action to hit the other one with my dagger.
Excellent. Very nice. You hit it. Very good job. Is that your turn?
It is.
All right. Next up, we have Typhon.
Not a lot to do here. I will swim forward to this point. I have my doubts about how this will work, but it's fine. It's an okay. I will just chill touch it.
She'll touch. All right. That hits.
Is that a can?
Chill touch is a cantrip.
Ah, that's cool.
And does it take any damage?
It does.
Oh, wow.
The necrotic damage. It is necrotic, correct?
It is indeed.
It has many condition immunities. That is not many damage immunities as well. You see bits of the metal gauntlet begin to rust and flake away, as if age has consumed it. Next, we have it.
If any of you doubted my power, I just critically hit for 4 damage. Doubt no longer.
The gauntlet moves to attack the one who dared touch the manacles. Falkrunn. pings off of your chainmail armor.
Yeah.
Next, we have Silas.
Oh, gonna hit it.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, disappointing.
You hit it with a clang! It dips into the water, but then rises again. It is still a threat. Anything else, Silas?
No, that's it.
Falkrunn.
I will toll the dead. And this is definitely missing parts of a hit point. Yes.
Yes, it definitely is.
Lovely. Boom. Well, presuming that it saved or failed
How
DC.
does it make a wisdom save? It has no brain. Oh well.
Does it have an intelligence less than 0?
It has 1 intelligence. What is the DC?
14.
It does not succeed. Roll your damage.
Done and done.
It's 11.
That is enough, Falkrunn. You hear the sounds of fighting behind you and shouting, and you're like, "What? I'm trying to get these manacles undone." You turn around, and there's a gauntlet flying, trying to hit you. What do you do?
So as I go ahead and I make my gesture to go ahead and cast Toll of the Dead, and as I cast it, you see the glove almost sort of black hole collapse in on itself, as if the toll had caused it to sort of rupture inside.
Like Sauron's helmet.
And it just sort of smashes itself into a tiny ball, and then falls to the ground with a little tink, tink, tink. And I kind of look at the group and go, "Are we done?"
I am no man.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well spoken, sir. It is deed.
I recognize that.
Very good. You stand panting. Please, release me.
You?
Yeah, so I go to try to take the shackles off of him, knowing full well that we're not going to get the key. So.
That's right. Let me see for a moment. Well, they're pretty hefty shackles.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I would like to use my blacksmith. Oh no, I think I took the brewer's tools.
Let me see if I can break them.
Does anybody have thieves' tools? Oh dear. That might have been useful. All right. Rhimb steps forward. All of you move out of the way as widely shouldered Rhimb steps forward. Roll an strength check, not athletics, just straight strength. Ooh. That is enough. You reach down and manage to grip your claws around the man's hands, and he goes, "Wait, please, they're very sore." And with a massive shift of your shoulders, you break the chain.
And tear his arms off.
And tear his arms off. Oh, thank you. He's able to remove his hands from the metal ring that he was manacled to. He steps off the table. "Oh, please, you have to save me. My family will pay anything to receive me back safely."
And what family precisely is that, good sir?
I am the eldest son of the Chasso family. My name is Klim.
Can we Baldur's Gate type have a check on that to see We remember the Josso family, if it's a real patriarch family or not.
Yes. Make an intelligence check.
And,
So whatever history be appropriate. Yes, you were able to. There is a Josso family in the upper city. However, 14.
Great.
Typhon, you seem to recall that they are not that well off. In fact, you're pretty sure that you've heard of the Josso family bad debts.
It seems your fortunes today are as, well, fortunate as that of the rest of your family.
Don't. Please. If you take me back to the upper city, you'll be richly rewarded. I don't think I can manage on my.
If you could pay us an information instead, how did you get down here?
They captured me in the lower city. My bodyguard was slain. I don't think they really cared about me. Just looking for someone to have fun with. I don't know anything about this place. I've been here for days.
Is he wounded or?
Oh yes, he's bruised and cut, and I mean the fellow who sank into the water was poking him with a spear. He's got bloody gashes all up his sides and on his thigh. What was that, Persephone?
Regret this, but I'm going to use.
Oh, no, I got it.
I'm going to use healing word.
Wait, Persephone.
Okay.
I may be able to help him. I'm going to step forward and give him just 2 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
And it's...
I feel much better, but please, I insist, you must escort me back to my home.
I roll an insight to see if he was telling the truth from before, like about whether or not he.
I also like at hearing his story. I was also a little cued up. Can I like give a help to her as well on insight? I don't know.
Are you proficient in insight?
Yeah.
Yes. Then you may roll with advantage. Well, the 20 does it. You much like as Typhon insinuated, when he has said anything about being rewarded, you don't think he's telling the truth. But he was telling the truth about not knowing anything and being attached to this table for days, and not knowing any useful information about the dungeon or why he was down here.
His assumption of just being brought down there to be tortured for fun is...
It may or may not be true. It's the only thing that he was able to glean. His begging of the people who were torturing him.
Shall we escort this gentleman home as he requests?
He can come with us. We're not done here.
What? No!
You can follow.
No! I insist you must take me home!
Be silent, coward!
I will die down here.
You have not as of yet, and we have no intention of letting you do so. But you see, if you value any life as much as your own, you will let us finish off these creatures before they kill more. Should we take the entire day to take you back to the city? It's unknowable how many would come. So, be silent and follow behind.
Don't you realize you have the mark of Bane upon you? The creatures would go after you, and they would never stop.
Ooh. Make
Yes,
a
that's quite true.
persuasion check. Silas.
Dope.
I don't care. I want to leave. I want to leave.
My friend, your chances of survival are live in staying with us. You wouldn't survive a moment alone in this dungeon, and I promise you, on the crying God, I will see you through this dungeon.
Make a persuasion check. No, you'll leave me in some corner.
Quick DM call. I just tried a persuasion. Can I try an intimidation this time?
Yes.
All right.
The DC is going up with each fail.
Does anyone else proficient in intimidation?
I'll get in on that.
Okay. Then with that, I'm
kind of walking around, turning someone else around, and then he's being a pain in the ass.
I'm going to go for the intimidation with advantage. And
Yes.
I'm going to threaten him that he would be at the less than kind mercies of the night surgeon.
Ooh.
Damn, dude.
Nice. The night surgeon? Is he here? I'll be good.
This is how rumors are started.
I will just stay here.
But look at what your reputation did.
Which one of you is the night surgeon? That doesn't sound very good at all.
I will just step forward and look him in the eye for a moment.
Please. I've been through so much. I'm an old man. I should be relaxing at home. Don't hurt me. I'll wait here.
Cower behind the altar, if you
Yes.
please, and
Yes.
try to sob less loudly.
Yes, I will cower. I will cower here. Does anybody have any food?
I give him a ration.
Oh, thank you. If you ever come to the upper city, my family will reward you greatly.
Yeah.
He cowers behind the altar, nibbling on the hardtack and hash.
Somebody's having way too much fun with this NPC.
What do you do, adventurers?
Can we go now?
Continue.
Hold, friends. Is everyone all right? How fare we?
I'm fine.
I've taken a bit of a bruising.
Have you?
Yes.
Son, you require assistance.
If I may, of course, while helping each other is, of course, well and good, I would suggest that we all seem to be the hearty sort, and if I have any experience bringing those from close to death to actionable is perhaps a better expenditure of our resources than simply making a few wounds feel a bit better, if you catch my meaning. There may be stronger things here to face and weather.
Good. We could take a short rest for an hour, and I could sing a song that will help us all feel just a little bit better. And we could spend some hit die if we needed to. Or we could just keep going.
My only concern is the immediate area, if we can make sure there's no enemies lurking nearby.
Indeed.
Forward ho then.
Would any of our stealthier compatriots wish to scout ahead? See if the area is secure?
Hawk, the owl?
Hawk is dead.
Oh. Doesn't he
It will
rebirth?
take me
May
some
he
time
rest in peace.
to resummon, but I myself could take a brief look ahead, if someone not beladen with metal and clanking would care to accompany me. No offense, you are a bulwark in the face of arrows and
None
quite
taken.
honorable.
None
Yes.
taken, oh fearsome knight surgeon.
I
We
will
have
go
to have a
with you.
talk about that, by the way. I'm not quite sure you know what I do or who I am, but we shall continue.
I will assist you with the stealth.
Cool.
All right, where do you go?
For starters.
All right, who's going?
I'll go with him.
Silas and Persephone.
Silas and Persephone.
Oh, wait. Silas and
Rhimb and Persephone.
Oh, sorry. Not Silas. I was looking
I
at
thought-
Silas, but I was.
I thought I was
Silas.
going too, but that's fine.
What are you doing for light as you this area becomes immediately dark?
Maybe I shouldn't go then.
I have 30 feet.
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Rhimb, you have 30 feet of dark vision?
I think so.
Do dragonborn have dark vision?
No.
I always forget.
Yeah.
They do not.
Oh, I must have read something incorrect then. Maybe I shouldn't go.
I can take a look down the hallway.
I mean, I can cast light on something for you guys, but it's not going to help your stealth.
We can do that. Let me just take a look down the hallway first. At least get us immediate bearings before we decide who goes forward.
Enough.
All right. The light from the torches in the chamber behind you, Typhon, illumine this and that.
I do have 60 feet of dark vision. I'm technically not a human, but
Got it. This is what you see.
door?
Door.
There's a door in this direction. Otherwise, it links with our current chain. May I check it to see if
These are stairs
it's
going
locked,
up.
trapped, etc.?
These are stairs going
Apologies.
up out of the water. Roll an investigation.
Also, can we see anything to the east here? It looks like there's a little.
Again, the darkness takes it. Those of you who
I
have
lots of dark
oh, I'm
vision.
sorry. Well, it's very obvious that there is a door right there. That is well able to be seen. This door is not locked and it is not trapped, as far as you can tell. In fact, you are certain it is not trapped.
I will go back here to relay that to my allies.
While they were doing that, I checked this door over to the east, which we have not gone through, I believe.
Roll an investigation. It
Aha!
appears to be exactly like the other moved through.
It's adorable.
What do you do? Typhon has informed you what he has seen.
Silas, you're the one that's the most wounded. Would you like to take an hour's rest and listen to this song? Or
No, I'm feeling
all right.
much better now. I'm feeling much better, but I do feel that perhaps we should find out if there's any more fat merchants tied up. Perhaps behind
enough.
door number 3.
At this door.
All right, so I joined Silas over by his door.
Me too.
I might have missed it. Did the person we killed here have anything interesting on them? Had a quick look around.
A longbow, some arrows, and a mace, and chainmail armor is all that she had.
Did anyone have a shield? I don't remember.
Yes, the fellow who sank into the water had a shield. Actually,
Oh,
floating on the water. It is painted red. It has a black fist on it.
I'll grab that. Sure.
All right.
And actually, I'm going to use it straight up. So
Silas, if I may, before we enter this next room, I would like to take points so that anything coming at us will at least hit me first.
By all means.
And I look to the group and say, is everyone ready?
Yes.
And I open the door.
You open the door and immediately you smell rotten eggs. A horrible stench. You wade into the room in the water.
Never get used to that. Mm. I move up to here, Sean.
Remind me of the light sources.
So my hammer has a light source on it as well, which is 20 bright and then 20 dim, and then I myself, as the dwarf, have the dark vision. But
All right.
as I'm moving forward into this room, I'm like testing with my foot to make sure that I'm not going to suddenly drop off.
Make a perception check.
Will do.
The steps in front of you go up out of the water.
Ooh.
Very nice. Everywhere you have stepped seems to be secure. All right, if you could all manage to stay roughly together, I'd appreciate it. It makes it a little harder if it spreads out.
Move up towards Silas then. Do we see anything in this room outside of just the...
Make a perception check. This room smells awful. The rotten egg smell is almost choking you. Who rolled that perception check?
It was Falkrunn.
Falkrunn. Other than the horrible smell and the water, and the pillars holding up the ceiling, you don't see anything.
Is there a possible way to identify the smell?
Make a survival check. You have smelled this before. It is sewer gas. You know it to be very flammable.
Ooh.
No fire here, or this room will go up. Go up in flame, that is.
General, I'm trying to stick near Falkrunn because she has the lit item. Hammer?
Yep.
And what is it that I'm seeing here?
You see 3 doors, and then at the end of the hall, another door.
But I noticed that I'm out of water. Am I in a cave system? Is it catacombs? What am I seeing?
It is still the type of catacomb dungeon that you were in before. It's just now you have moved out of an area that is flooded with water.
Okay, so still in the bones of old Baldur's Gate.
Indeed.
Can I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
You can hear my chainmail.
Indeed.
I'm gonna move to this door, and I'm gonna try to give a listen to see if there's anything on the if I can hear anything from the other side.
Make a perception check.
Will do. Sounds like a door.
Indeed, it does.
And I'm not sure. Are these alcoves? Are they dead ends?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Can't quite tell.
They
Very
are
good.
indeed dead ends.
Well,
Should we open it? Just in case.
absolutely.
Check for traps. Somebody put it that.
Peshwa.
I could take a look at it if you'd like.
Quick one.
What do they call it? The barbarian disarm? Just run through all the traps.
Roll an investigation check, Typhon.
Nice.
It is not trapped.
I will
As
open
soon as, Typhoon. Oh, all right.
Typhoon.
Sorry.
He manages. It's not locked. It opens up. This room appears to be some sort of storage or perhaps cell. There's a partial collapse on the far wall. Other than that, nothing of interest that you can see.
What is that? Is that a column?
Just the walls have collapsed in. The masonry gave away, and the pressure from the earth outside of this room forced its way in, knocking over the wall.
So this is just...
Sort of like what happens when a tree falls in your house.
Oh, come on. The smell back there was the denials. The denials of... Anyway. So this is literally just rubble. Nothing...
Just rubble.
Okay, then...
You may search it if you wish, but
It's very interesting in my view.
It's different on the map, I think, yeah.
Dorin, you see you at the other door?
Yeah, I'm not going quite yet, but I'm standing in front of it,
So-
just waiting for any sort of backup.
So this rubble, is it literally just rubble, or does it look like what it looks like?
Make an investigation check.
I could help you if you'd like.
I would search the rubble.
I'm going to roll with advantage then.
All right.
Or let someone else
You're
who's
being
more skilled.
Aided.
Is someone skilled with investigation? Proficient, as it were.
I have a keen eye for this sort of thing.
Then do step in.
I imagine my stone cunning wouldn't help with this, would it, John?
Well,
After investigation.
you'd know it's rocks.
24.
Cunningly.
24.
This is a pile of rubble. Nothing more.
These are rocks, and they're dirty.
Ah, your insight is keen indeed. Dorin, let's go.
Once someone, really anyone, is around me for backup, I'll go ahead and open this door.
You open the door. An open sarcophagus stands at the back of this dusty crypt. There's a stone lid lying on its side between the sarcophagus and the south wall. The north-facing side of the sarcophagus has some frescoes on it. They're faded a bit.
Just as something I'd like to know. as I observe the lid, is it truly off as it appears in the picture?
Yes, completely off.
Are there any scratch marks as though someone were coming out of it?
No. Do you step forward?
Sure.
There are bones in the sarcophagus that have been rifled through, but they're scattered. They're not in the shape of skeleton. But other than that, there's nothing that you can see.
Typhon,
Yes.
can you tell, are these fresh?
Just a moment.
Roll an investigation, please. Oh, very good. So, few scattered bones and dust. And you're about to just say as much to Silas, but then you notice that something is not quite right with the base of the sarcophagus. The floor of it, as it were. It appears to have a false bottom.
What do you see, Typhon? You look concerned.
There's more space below this corpse than there should be. This isn't a... Help me lift the floor out of here. Let's lift these bones out.
Right. I help.
It's easily done. The bottom is made of plaster. As you reach to lift it, parts of it break off in your hand, and soon you reveal a mummified corpse.
I'm a little bit upset at this.
It's floating in a shallow pool
Of what?
and red brine, and the light from Falkrunn's spell shines, and you see something glittering in its eye.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
All right. You grasp your holy symbol, close your eyes, and murmur a prayer to Vandria, and cast out your senses to detect anything that is offensive to her sight. You know immediately that this room is filled with undead.
I haven't said anything to anyone, but I'm going to immediately also...
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Everybody ignore that. It's behind total cover. That didn't happen.
But I'm going
Nobody heard that.
I'm going to stab this thing in its heart. I'll make an attack roll.
It is it is completely incapacitated. There's no need for an attack roll. You lift your blade and stab it down. You said its heart?
Yes. I mean, or its little glass vial, whatever.
No, it's
If it has a canoptic jar.
No, it goes into the wrapping, but then stops.
Meh.
And nothing, no matter how hard you push, nothing will allow it to go for any further.
Typhon, there's something wrong with this thing.
Yes, but also, what are you doing?
By the way, you should probably know that in the next 15 feet of us is some type of horde of undead.
I have a lot of questions about you for the next time we have time to sit down. But let's continue. What is wrong about this thing, and how do you know they're undead in the next room? Wait, right. But
I'm a
how
holy
do you...
warrior.
That's fine. But what's in the corpse?
I
I'll
don't
say
know.
it's the first time you used Divine Sense. Extra oomph that allowed you to know what was there.
You're so
supposed to
sweet.
be able to use.
Every next time is going to be so disappointing.
Indeed. But to Typhon's question, Silas, what's going on with this?
There's
This
something...
mummy.
And I'm just going to... There's something wrong here. And just...
I will draw a dagger and try to sort of clip the sinews connecting the rib cage to the sternum.
I'm keeping
and
my
look
blade in
and
it while he's doing
Peel
that.
them and peel them
Interesting.
aside to
So
try
you're
and
doing
look at
this surgically?
Yes.
Make a medicine check. That's fine. It's dead already. You are able to do as you describe.
Medicine check implies concern for health.
That's a good point. So I guess this would have been a sleight of hand.
It's fine. Either
You
way.
demonstrate how well you would be able to do this if the creature was alive. You see that pinned underneath Silas's weapon is a bag of some sort. The blade has pierced the bag, but something inside the bag is preventing it from going any further.
I will withdraw the bag,
I
and I will also, in a moment, dip my hand in the ichor, whatever it is, and just reach in there and grab it and pull it out.
All right.
Its
Bag.
eyes were shining too.
In the process of getting close to do this, Typhon, you're able to determine that the eyes of these mummy are gems of some sort.
I will take those.
All right, they appear to be moonstones. 2 of them. And you are holding a bag that has a slap. You carefully remove it from Silas's blade, keeping the contents inside.
So, based on all of this, this is a special bag, correct? Do I get like a sense about that? It's
My blade
was
couldn't
just
pierce
a
it.
bag of impenetrable objects. I don't know what that
bag,
means.
the bag was certainly well hidden.
But that's what I mean. It's a special bag.
The bag itself doesn't appear to be special.
Okay. If I open and look into it,
Indeed. You have plenty of light with Falkrunn's spell. One moment. It was a bit of luck, by the way. Very impressed. You open the bag and look inside, and you see 5 beans.
5 what?
Beans.
Bees.
Like bumblebees or fava beans?
Fava beans. 5
Chianti.
Never mind. I turn around disgusted and walk out. But I tell everyone, behind this door is some fiendish something. We should be very careful with this door.
Silas, with that weapon of yours, can you can attack farther away, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Typhon, what do you do with the beans? I really need to know.
I examine them for a moment, and then it's a very strange place to put a bag of beans. So, if I can discern any sort of important nature from them, I will do so and put them in my pouch, I guess, because that's very odd.
Indeed.
I mean, I guess petrified beans that can stop a blade. Okay, it's
Exactly, especially the stopping a blade part. That guy
put it in your pocket. It'll save your
that
life.
boy just cut apart a number of living creatures, and those beans stopped that fresh new blade. So, worth looking at.
All right. Do you leave them in the bag?
Can I take one out and just look at it?
You can. How careful are you going to be with this?
My God.
I mean, these are strange beans with a surgeon's precision.
A knight surgeon's position.
You carefully remove one bean. It appears, as far as you can tell, perfectly normal. Does anybody have a detect magic or identify spell that they can use?
Both, in fact. I was waiting for the cue to be like, you might want to do this.
Right.
But if an Arcana check would, do anything or whatnot,
The Arcana check is not necessary. As a man, you are fairly certain that anybody who would go to this trouble to put these beans where they put them, and the fact that they were able to stop a blade, these are not normal. They must be magic of some sort. But
by the way,
no
is this
idea
a good
what
time
kind.
to tell everyone that I have 107 gold pieces plus 15 silver pieces to give everyone? But more on that later.
And the 2 gems.
I'm a little more concerned with the feeling that I got of undead.
Well,
You can... Right, Typhon. What's happening?
I
with
will
the beans?
stow them.
You're stowing them. Okay. Typhon has the bag o' beans. Silas, what do you do?
I'm going to very wisely utilize my reach, and Dorin will step in front of the door.
correct.
Just before he opens the door, I'm going to lay hands on myself. Don't joke.
Is this really the time?
It's just a quick pick-me-up.
I really
I
wish
kind
I
of,
had that away.
look at everyone. All right, I'll go first. If I can, I'll try and get inside the door, give us some room. I know several of us prefer to fight up close, and it'd be better for angles for some of you in the back. If not, well, probably just fight from here as long as I can. Are we ready?
Undead.
I see a turn order popped up.
Undead.
Roll initiative. There are 6 zombies in this room.
37 skill. Okay.
Just sort of like wandering around, and the door opens. See the light, like, and move towards you to attack.
That's what I was looking for. Not beans.
Beans.
Professor Copperfield's Miracle Lagoons.
Hell yes.
Excellent. Yes.
Falkrunn's feeling that undead hatred.
Oh, I hates me some undead.
Can you see the undead?
Nope.
No.
Don't know
GM
why
lair.
these-
GM
yeah,
lair,
I don't
yeah.
know why they were on the GM. But now
Whoa.
they're not.
6. At a D21. What's a D21?
The D21 is the name of this location.
Well, that can go away.
It can indeed, and it shall.
And they've obviously rolled 0 for initiative.
Nope, they have not. I'm working on it. Gotta be an easier way to do this. Oop. Right. First up,
-1.
it appears that we have Typhon.
Yes.
Wow, the zombies go very last.
Do I get to go twice before them? Is that how that works?
No. Off you go. Typhon, what
Can
do
I
you do?
step into Doran's space to release a spell into the room?
So I looked at it again. You can cast a spell from I'm sorry. You cannot do anything. You cannot stop in somebody else's space.
Right,
To
but
do anything.
Right. That's the whole like continuing movement is the weird part. But okay.
Hold action.
The only problem with that is I couldn't move then. Sorry.
Can't you
I'm
hold
trying
an
to
action
think
and
of how
then
to-
move? And
When
Trigger
you
that.
hold your action, basically what you are doing is you're using your reaction to go at some other part in the initiative. You can either do the hold that you chose to do, or you can move.
Yeah, it's doing an action on your turn as a reaction. So I'm having a hard time figuring out what to do here, even though I have a really great option. Sorry. I will.
cast fireball.
In that case, I will use minor illusion to make it look like the door is actually closed, even though it's open, in between Dorin and the zombie. And I will say to Dorin, the door isn't actually...
It's a wisdom save, right?
There's no save. It's, yeah. It just looks like there's a door there for them, at least. So.
The successful
use action to
intelligence
examine it.
investigation.
Right, so the zombies...
And if they already if someone knows that it's not there, it is translucent to them. So hopefully was able to communicate to Dorin that it's not a real door.
You did. Falkrunn.
I go ahead and channel my divinity to turn undead.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Within 30 feet, must make a DC 14 saving throw.
What type of saving throw?
Oh, sorry, wisdom.
That is 6 fails.
Fantastic.
What do
So,
you say when you channel your divinity to turn undead?
Go back to the shadow.
Nice. Dorin and Silas, you see these zombies cower away from the light that is emanating from Falkrunn as she holds aloft her holy symbol. They move as far as they can. They're crawling against the walls, but they can't move any further. Falkrunn, do you move?
I do not.
Silas.
Do I hack them up?
You asking me?
Yeah, fuck it.
Is this a
Hey, yeah.
is this a player knowledge thing where we can discuss the benefits of attacking a turn?
We will call this we will call this a very important lesson.
I will. Can I say something to my group?
Yes.
I say, one by ones, my friend. I will hold them as long as I can.
One by one. Going to target the first one.
One by one.
Don't suppose I have any advantages because he's running away. Reduced AC, perhaps.
No, you don't have that.
Oh, well. Here goes. Oh.
You miss.
I'm not used to striking things down as they run away. It's unusual.
You miss, and therefore you do not break the turn undead. Dorin.
I'm going to squeeze past and get in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what I probably should do, but I'm still going to do Green Flame Blade. So let's throw the hit at the one next to me. Does an 11 hit?
It does.
So 7 damage to the one next to me, and then 4 damage to the one next to Silas.
Very good. Your blade comes down upon the zombie and it turns to face you.
Just because I could get confused, Sean, could I ask for the 4 that are still turned? Could they get a little icon that says they're running or something?
Sure. I could probably manage that. We'll do a lightning bolt. If that is in fact what that is.
That works. Just so we know which ones are turning and running at us.
I'm sure it would have been very clear without the icon, Scott.
No, not at all.
All right. Persephone. Persephone.
Yes, that is probably her least favorite thing. If
More than Percy?
that's a good point. I didn't even think of that one. It feels funny to cast Vicious Mockery on a zombie, but it's my best ranged attack. 20-foot cube within range. So if I 20 foot, 5, 10. I'm trying to see if I can. If I cast something here, like.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna hit any friendly people within a 20-foot cube?
Yes. Each one of those squares is 5 feet. Now, you can actually cast it right there. There is enough of cube there that you could do it. And that, I believe, yeah, you'd get all of them and not Dorin or Silas.
Nice. All right. I'm casting Fairy Fire there.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
Fairy Fire.
What does your Fairy Fire look like, Persephone?
It's a like blue, but sort of to the teal spectrum.
What is the DC on that?
It is a 13.
All right. Only one of them succeeds. The rest are all glowing with a teal light.
But they didn't take damage. Very nice.
It did not take damage, so they are still turned.
That's my turn.
All right. Next up, we have Rhimb.
All right, I'm going to see if I can squeeze into that space in the doorway.
You have enough movement to squeeze past Falkrunn and Persephone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but then no one else can get through.
Indeed.
I think I'm gonna hold off and let the bashers do their.
All right. So are you holding an attack?
Yes.
Okay. That is the end of Rhimb's turn. This zombie attacks Dorin, and this one attacks Silas.
I'm not sure which one this is, but yes, that happens.
Of course not. The one in front of Dorin attacks Dorin, and the one in front of Silas attacks Silas. How's that? They both reach out with claws. The one attacking Dorin misses.
My AC did go up, so I'm at 18 now.
18. And the one attacking Silas hits AC 17. So sorry.
Of course.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. He punches you right in the face with his dirty claw.
It won't be the last time.
Back to the top of the order, Typhon. Typhon. Aha. We can't hear you, Typhon, if you're saying anything.
Yes, the front two are turned anyway. I will...
The front two are not turned, but they are, you do have advantage.
Right. I will... this is... I don't know how this will work, but I will say to Silas, as he probably hears the ignition of fire behind me, because if you can get behind me, do so. And I will hold an action, hoping that he can somehow get behind me for a moment so I can unleash a torrent of fire upon the room safely.
Very nice. So you're holding...
Burning hands.
Burning hands. All right. And since you only took a 5-foot step, I will allow that. Falkrunn.
All right, Sean, I want to go ahead and toll the dead on the one that's in front of Silas. Do you want me to move over to get line of sight, or is that...
You do need to have line of sight in order to cast this.
If I moved to...
There is not a square in which you can move to cast the spell.
Ah. Well, then...
However, I will allow you to make a 5-foot step, so if you want to hold an action until Persephone moves, you can allow that.
I will do that. Not this. I'll hold the toll.
Just body check her out of the way. Come on.
Holding your action, very good. Until Persephone moves. Persephone, you can move before or after your
Just
action. Which
extreme tactics. She could bump her out of the way, and Persephone could voluntarily fail the strength check.
Giga brain.
Silas, your turn.
Oh, someone asked me to move out of the way, so first, going to take a strike on the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he is fairy fired, right?
He is, so you have advantage. Excellent.
Nice.
I'm clicking on it. Like, there.
This is the one
Sorry.
in front of you, you said?
Yes.
You slice a piece of his rotten flesh that falls to the ground.
And then...
As you move away from the threatened space, you take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
You got this.
One hits with a 21, 7 points of bludgeoning. The other one misses with a 12.
Now, did you say I could stumble forward with this, or just where I am at now?
From where I will allow you to hold. I'll allow you to move 5 feet and hold an action. You cannot move any further than 5 feet and still hold an action.
Oh. Oh, you can't even take your movement in the turn?
No.
Oh.
I believe that is correct. I believe that if you are holding your action, then that is all that you can do. I might be wrong about that, though.
I'm just checking right now, and I don't think it's correct.
I think movement is separate from your actual action, like attack action, spell action, and such. But
Okay, in
nonetheless,
which
I don't
case-
move anyway, so I will just release my...
Your torrent of fire.
The empty space will be the originating part of the cone. I will
Okay.
get the 4 beyond that, I believe.
Very nice. Roll their damage, please. Wait, they have to roll a saving throw, don't they? This is a dex save?
Yes. Oh my god. It's a really bad damage roll for that spell.
2 1s.
So you were managed to get all 6 of them?
Oh, God.
4 of them.
All 4 of them, okay. And the DC is
13.
13. Well, only one of them managed to save. This one here. So the rest take how much damage? 6 points of damage.
A rather sad state of affairs.
Oh boy. Yeah. And I will actually. Most people, if they wanted to get into combat, could move around me. If Falkrunn wants to be the tank, she can do so, I believe. So, Silas, do you have a reach weapon?
I do.
I will.
In that case, I will go there. Rearrange ourselves a bit. I think we can be more effective.
Right. That's the end of Falkrunn's turn. Did the
Oh, that was Typhon's turn.
I'm sorry, Typhon's turn. Indeed. Sorry.
Wait, was
That's
that
the end of
just an
Silas's
ready
turn. That was
action?
my held action.
Oh,
Dorin.
that's
Yeah,
right.
I don't think you can move, right?
Correct. Sorry.
Sorry. It's where these guys are and where their hit points are located is. I'm trying to do everything on the computer, but I think it's going to be easier to just do it on paper. I think that's right now. Okay. So, Typhon went. That was Typhon's held action that happened after Silas. Dorin, your turn.
All right. I'll do another green flame blade on the guy in front.
That
15
hits.
to hit for 12 damage.
He's still up. Wait, no, he is not. You managed to cut off his arm. It falls to the ground. You did 12 damage?
Yep. And then 4 damage.
The arm
again,
falls
so-
to the ground, and he collapses, but then stands back up, and he's still trying to attack you. His arm is sort of flopping on the ground, moving towards you as if it's going to attack as well.
Classic.
I hate zombies.
Fucking zombies.
And the guy next to him
Dorin.
does take 4 damage, if you didn't
Indeed,
get that.
yes, thank you.
Alright.
Next we have Persephone.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on that zombie.
I need you to be more specific than that. There we go. Good.
She pointed.
I heard it in her voice.
Good conversation.
It's a charisma save or a wisdom save? Wisdom save.
13.
Well, he failed. And he took 3 points of damage. What do you say to insult this zombie?
No, I've been thinking about that this whole round. I think I just sort of growl rudely,
Very good.
like zombie language.
Rotten even
As you growl, you're able to focus the magic ability that you have within you into a spell of pain and destruction that pierces the zombie's brain. And although it doesn't really feel like a growl is something it should be upset by, it manages to twitch a little and take some damage.
That's why it's only 3 damage, because it wasn't very creative. And then I'm going to move out of the way,
Aha!
Thank you.
Falkrunn.
let Falkrunn do her thing.
Well, boom. Right. I'm gonna toll the dead on this front zombie. Hither.
Very good.
Doing the thing, doing the thing. And... that zombie is damaged, yes?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Lovely.
Well, he made his
What-
wisdom save.
what type-
Unbelievably.
What type of damage would that be anyway?
Necrotic damage. But it was a DC 14 save. He managed to make that. So we are now to Silas.
Did you skip the zombies? I hate to say it, but
The zombies are. Did I skip the zombies?
you went from
Did-
Persephone to Falkrunn.
Him, actually.
Persephone, I did. So Persephone, I'm sorry, Persephone, then Falkrunn took his held action, and then it's Rhimb.
Okay.
Indeed.
Is Falkrunn still standing in that doorway space? Can she
Falkrunn
scoot
is-
over?
If you scoot next to Falkrunn, you will have line of sight on a zombie. You will be able to hit that one.
Skadoosh.
Ah, that definitely hits. Let's see if it makes its con save. It does not.
Nice.
That manages to finish off the zombie, and it crumples. More than dead.
Also, I believe these two are knocked out of being turned, right?
They are knocked out of being turned. So now they attack. Or try to, at any rate.
How did the ones in back get knocked out?
The burning hands. Oh wait, the burning hands
They're
didn't reach
right.
them. Didn't
Yeah.
it? Didn't reach them. So sorry. This one attacks Dorin. Missing. The one next to him also attacks Dorin. Hitting AC 14, I believe, is a miss. Deflects off your shield. This one attacks Typhon. Hitting AC 22. 5 points of bludgeoning. Now, Typhon.
Shocking reach forward. That was rude. And cast shocking grasp at a 9. It's really slow,
9.
right?
Its AC is 8.
Hey yo! Ooh, for 7 points of damage.
Very nice. Very respectable.
And I will duck out of the way now.
Because of the shocking grasp, it does not have a reaction, so you're able to do that. Next, we have Falkrunn.
Lovely. I am going to go ahead and move forward in suitable tank fashion. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit this first zombie with my Warhammer.
Your whore hammer. That hits. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Let's see if he makes his con save. Does. You smash his head into his neck and into his shoulder. And he keeps attacking you.
Just the worst.
Right? Did I lose everyone?
No.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Step forward, reach, attack. Chop.
That definitely hits. 9 points of damage. God. The glaive goes right through, and you pull it out, and it's still standing. Dorin.
Just
All right.
gross.
I'm going to attack the one that's diagonal from me
Mm-hmm.
and hit it with the green flame blade again.
You're hitting.
Okay. So
Yes, that hits. Wow.
oh, only
You're
eight,
attacking
only
that
8
one?
damage though.
This is the one you're attacking?
Yes, the one southwest of me.
And you did 8 damage.
Yep.
A mighty roar. The blade digs deep into the zombie's rotten flesh. And which one takes the
The one to the
points?
north of it, so the one next
to
to
the
Falkrunn.
north of it? All right.
Gotta force those con saves.
Yep. It is wreathed in green flame, and bits and pieces of its flesh start dripping off of it. But you can see the bones beneath it. It is still standing,
Oh my god!
rolling stupid well. Next up, we have Persephone.
All right, I'm gonna pop back into this space. Mockery on this zombie closest to Falkrunn.
Jeez.
Oops, sorry. I think I just clicked it twice. Oh, no.
It made its wisdom save. Unbelievable. All right. Rhimb.
I stepped away again.
Another shot at the one. Let's see. I can hit the one that's in front of.
Yes.
Damn night boy. Things don't go down.
That hits. Excellent. Next, we have the zombies. The one in front of Dorin attacks Dorin, the one next to Dorin attacks Dorin, and the one in front of Falkrunn attacks Falkrunn.
Is everybody still getting advantage?
Oh.
We forgot.
Boom, boom. Well, let me finish these attacks, and then everybody will we'll do some free attacks here. So, 16 on Dorin, I believe is a miss.
Yep.
6 on Dorin is a miss. 5 on Falkrunn is a miss. All right, Dorin, take another. No,
I got a crit last time.
you got a crit, so you're good. So
way
everybody,
back there was one that I hit, but
Rhimb, roll again to see if you crit. Falkrunn, roll again to see if you crit.
Excellent.
Nope. And no. Okay. And Silas, if you could also roll to see crit. You did not. All right. We are now up to Typhon.
I will attack this first one here with Chiltot. For my max 8 points of damage.
All right. There's no way he can make this. Indeed, he does not.
Huzzah!
The necrotic damage eats away at the sinews, and its arms fall off.
It's just 10 rounds to a zombie. We'll finish.
10 rounds. That's an interesting point. How long does Turn Undead last?
a minute, I think.
Yeah, it's like forever.
It is
we're approaching forever.
We're halfway to forever.
Okay, halfway to forever.
That's a new episode. Halfway to forever.
That's the episode title. Write it down for the YouTubes.
I like it. I like it. All right. So let's see. I believe ooh.
I'll go ahead and
Zombie
move back
army
here.
is
I have the movement, so.
Okay.
family.
You step over the smoldering corpse
Yeah.
of the corpse.
I take time to sort of like really stomp on him just a little bit, just like as I'm
Very
stepping.
nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and swing on the zombie right in front of me.
With advantage, please.
And woo. Does that mean I just click it twice?
Yes, but the 11 does hit. Do it again to see if you crit.
Well, I'm consistent.
That's a lot of 11s. One-handed, I'm assuming, so that we'll go with the first one. 7.
Mhm.
I'm going to roll to see if it... And it fails.
Yes!
You smash through this one with righteous might. Next, we have Silas.
I'm going to swoop in and attack. Is it still advantage?
It is
16
16 hits.
damage. And back out.
The damage I did not see.
Try it again. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
It was just extremely delayed.
Very good. Next, we have Dorin.
Just a regular longsword attack.
7 to
It's your
not.
third nat one today.
25.
But the
Luckily,
25 does.
So, 8
You're
damage.
doing 8 damage. No?
Yeah, 8 damage.
8 damage, right. Okay. That is enough to exceed its max hit points. Let's see. So you did 5. It is still up. You managed to carve both of its hands away as it's reaching for you. You slash, both of its hands fall off. It's just moving at you and trying to bite at you and knock at you with its body. Persephone.
All right. Gonna, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna hit Vicious Mockery on that zombie.
Alright.
Ugh. I said, you suck!
You jerk face.
Well, it failed its wisdom save, and let's see if it makes its constitution. It does succeed. This seems unfazed by your pitiful insult.
I'm unsurprised.
Rhimb.
All right, we're going to shoot this one in the back corner.
With advantage. Both of those hit, so we'll go with the first damage. 10. And he is no longer turned.
And back to my spot.
Back to your spot, Rhimb. This one moves forward to attack Falkrunn. Against Dorin, a big ol' miss. Against Falkrunn, a 20 for 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Typhon, your turn.
Right. Out here, and...
This is the one that has 0.
Yep. Advantage?
Yes.
6.
Nice. That is a fail. Once again, the necrotic damage rots away at the already rotten flesh, and it falls to pieces.
Cool deal.
Next, we have Falkrunn.
So Sean, is the one right in front of me, is this one dead, or is the one in
It
front?
is. Is it still there? Wait. Can you step back again, Falkrunn? Is there a zombie right in front of you?
There's a zombie right in front of me. The one that was in front of Dorin died.
The one that's right there, you ripped through. You crushed it. It's this. The one right there has taken damage.
Okay. So I will hit that zombie.
Zombie.
Zombie. And then that's still advantage, yes?
Yes. Ooh. Crit. And we all know what happens on a crit against zombie. You. Wow. How much damage did you do?
That was 11 plus 3. So
Yep. You blast it against the wall and it crumples.
Damn.
Nicely done. One left. Silas.
Haru! Can I even get close enough to him to hit?
You can come right behind.
1, 2, 3.
I think you've got exactly enough.
Yeah. You can step in front of Dorin.
I could actually get all the way up to him. Gonna go from there. Is he still on fairy fire? No.
No, he's still turned.
Oh well.
Not for long.
Missed.
But you missed.
Oh no, hit.
Well, wait.
8.
8 hits. Yes.
7.
He is no longer turned.
And now he's going to kill me.
Dorin.
All right, I will step on up past Silas here and cleave into this guy, hopefully. All right, so 9 damage.
9 damage. Very good. One moment.
And I don't know why I rolled it twice, but I apparently did. Habit, I guess.
He is still up. Persephone.
Right. I get to hear if
You can. You have to squeeze through Falkrunn. That takes two movement points.
I still can get there though, right?
Yes.
Great. And so I'm gonna hit that zombie with my rapier.
Excellent.
And-
hits.
Sorry, that was my dagger.
It was. So just roll damage for your rapier. The dagger, the 15
Okay,
hits.
great. Yes.
Ooh, much better.
Is.
That'll do it.
Right. You stick your rapier right in its eye, and
Yeah.
it fails its con save.
Yes. What do you do, Joseph?
I stick it right in the eye. It screams, and I push it all the way back to the wall, and then
It
take
crumples.
it out, and it slides down the wall.
My goodness. Zombies suck, y'all.
Oh,
Zombies
dude, they
suck.
suck.
This looks like a good place for to close the door and heal up a
Yes.
bit.
Yes,
Nice.
with all these corpses. No.
It is secure. However, it is disgusting.
Perhaps we go to the other room.
This
It's
one.
kind of dusty.
You are, of course, welcome to rest here if you wish, but it is filled. It might be different if it was skeletons, but it is rotten, disgusting, gooey zombies.
I
Is there
suggest we
anything in
go
the
to.
sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we search the sarcophagi? Yes.
One moment, please. Carved into the north-facing side of the sarcophagus are ghastly images of human cannibalism. The only thing in it is a jawless human skull and a few bone fragments.
I say let's camp out.
a brief
My
moment to
thought
say a
is-
little prayer for the dead.
My thought is, if someone were to come upon this place and hear the slightest bit of sound, they might expect it from a room full of zombies that they've created. And even so, and I'll sound of we could perhaps, use a bit of deception to make them pass along.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Let's at least pile them in the corner or something.
Fine by me. And I will go about doing it, sort of ignoring the gross rot and fluids and such.
Well, with the benefit of some of the spells, the necrotic spells in particular, the rot and gooiness is not as bad as it could have been. The fire managed to cauterize a great deal of the gooiness. But, and you are able to just basically pile the pieces of zombie in the sarcophagus. Make a reasonably clean space for you all to rest. Is there room? What?
Looks like it.
Falkrunn, why don't we have you? Hey, that little corner there is definitely.
I'll sit on top.
Rhimb. All right. You close the door and have an hour of weary and wary rest.
How about an hour and 10 minutes?
Fine, an hour and 11 minutes. So that you can cast Identify, because it is 10 minutes plus the casting of the spell.
And I will also, hold on. I will sing a song of rest. So everybody can
Very nice.
1d6 and add it to your hit points, and you still use your hit die and stuff.
It's a small venue, but
Do we roll that, or does she?
Or
She
at least
does,
that's-
right?
Yes. You all get to roll it. Right? Get to spend one of your hit die. So roll, let's see, a ranger I believe is a 10 for hit die. So roll 1d10.
If you're spending a hit die, yeah.
So you are able to gain 5 hit. Silas, you gain.
I thought I was rolling for the d6.
You were.
Okay, and then I need some more. So how
remember
many,
you get your
how
con
many
on those.
hit die can I use?
You can use as many as you wish. It's a short rest.
Where?
Yeah, you do get your con modifier to both.
Yeah,
like
where
Kyle said.
are those on the character sheet? Where's the hit die?
Well, you
Click
have
heal.
your hit die.
Got it.
You hit die. You have
No.
And if you click on short rest up at the top, it should have a little tab.
Fair enough.
thing there.
Yep.
You cast Identify.
I hope it's okay. I pawned off the rest of the jewels from the pirate captain, but I kept this little pearl, thinking it might come in common if all this is over in our contract. We'll distribute it amongst all of us, but this seems to be useful for the time being.
You have found
What did we find, Sean?
a bag of beans. I have it here in front of me. I'm trying to see how I can share it with all of you.
It's a long one. There it is.
How did you do that?
Pull the item up on D&D Beyond, and there is a icon up at the top right that should say display item on VT.
Just when I think it couldn't possibly be even easier. Yes, this is the spell identifies these beans as little condensed units of chaos. You can either use them all for a massive fireball, or plant each of them one at a time. Hope you get something good. They are lots of fun.
Take particular note of 91 to 99.
Oh my god.
That would be a lot of fun.
It's just a mummy lord. We can take him.
Right. Right. in the
Yeah,
middle of
after we
Baldur's-
showed those
Basically
zombies.
a big zombie, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also he's in his lair, but that's fine.
Right in the middle of Baldur's Gate.
Hey, Grandpa, tell me about the day the pyramid showed up. Well,
CR15. I'm just.
God. There's 6 of us. We could take him.
Right. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed tonight.
Huzzah.
I enjoyed writing the stuff for those characters at the beginning. It didn't seem like that much when I wrote it, but it ended up going quite long. But I hope it helped set the scene for these characters a little bit better. I've got ideas for the rest of you as well. Maybe we'll try and go through things with a little more alacrity possible. But at any rate, well done. There's lots more dungeon to explore, depending on which direction you go. And I will see you all again next Sunday.
Huzzah.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.